Good morning, everyone. The module we are dealing with nowadays is module 3 and it is about prose and short fiction. Today we are going to deal with a short fiction. Its name is The Weed and it is written by Amrita Preetham. Have you ever heard about this short fiction The Weed or Amrita Preetham? Anyway, let's see. Here we have the picture of Amrita Preetham. She is a famous literary figure of modern India. Amrita Preetham was born in Gujranwala, Punjab. Now that place is in Pakistan. It was on 31st August 1919. Do you know the significance of the year 1919? Yes, it is the year in which Jallianwala Bagh massacre took place. Then she started writing at an early age. We have already seen that most of the writers started writing in their early age. She was fascinated by folk songs and romantic poetry. Amrita published her first collection of poems when she was only 16. In the same year, she married Preetham Singh, an editor to whom she was engaged in early childhood. At the time of partition in 1947, Amrita migrated to Delhi. Later, she married again. Then she died in New Delhi on 31st October 2005 at the age of 86. In a career spanning over 6 decades, that means 60 years, she produced over 100 books, novels, short stories, essays, Punjabi folk songs, and an autobiography. They have been translated into several Indian and foreign languages. A recipient of scores of awards and honors, Amrita is the first woman recipient of the Sahitya Akademi Award in 1956 for Sunhere, that means messages. Then she received the Jnanapith in 1982 for the Kajak Tea Canvas, that means paper and canvas. She won the Padma Shri in 1969, Padma Vibhushan and Sahitya Akademi Fellowship in 2004. She was awarded Honorary Doctor of Letters by Delhi University in 1973, Jabalpur University and Vishwa Bharati. She also received several international awards. Amrita was also a member of Rajya Sabha. Here we have the image of weed. I think all of you have heard about the weed and its consequences in the society. Weed actually means a wild plant growing where it is not wanted, like in a garden or a paddy or in a wheat field. It is a magical herb. The chapter, The Weed, is a beautiful short story of a rustic girl. Rustic girl means it's a village girl. Anguri, the protagonist, is a typical Indian village girl, black, young and beautiful, having a body with rippling muscles impregnated with metallic resilience of a coiling spring. Simple, uneducated and superstitious, she was married as the second wife of an old, short, loose-jawed man. She was the victim of a patriarchal society and forced to marry by parental choice. Anguri believes it is the weed given by a man that makes a girl fall in love, which is a sin. At the end, she realizes that she herself is a victim of the weed, the natural inclination of a girl for the man she loves, a classic conflict between the inhuman patriarchal code and the girl's basic instinct anchored in her sexual identity. Amrita Preetham's deep understanding of the human mind helps make Anguri an unforgettable character in literature. Here in this story, the life of Anguri, a simple uneducated village girl, is portrayed well. For her marriage, he had no deciding power. Only parents decided who was her husband and he chose the option. Anguri strongly believed that it is the weed given by a man that makes a girl fall in love. For her, that was a sin. At the end, she realizes that she was the victim of the weed. Only because Amrita Preetham's portrayal of Anguri and her deep understanding of human mind, Anguri became an unforgettable character in literature. Okay, let's move through the chapter. The Weed. Anguri was the new bride of the old servant of my neighbor's neighbor. We have already know that Anguri is the central character of the story, and she is the new bride of the old servant of the neighbor's neighbor. Here Amrita Preetham's neighbor's old servant's new bride is Anguri. Every bride is new for that matter, but she was new in a different way. The second wife of her husband, who could not be called new because he had already drunk once at the conjugal well. The difference we found in her marriage was it was the second marriage, not her second marriage, but her husband's second marriage. As such, the prerogatives of being new went to the Anguri only. So we can call Anguri only as new. Here the word prerogatives is used. It is used for privileges or special rights. So the special rights of new is only applicable for Anguri, not to her husband. This realization was further accentuated when one considered the 5 years that passed before they could consummate their union. Because of this realization or this reason, it took around 5 years to unite together. The marriage was taken into its complete form only after 5 years. That is what is discussed in the first paragraph. About 6 years ago, Prabhati had gone home to cremate his first wife. That means it was 6 years before Prabhati's first wife died. When this was done, Anguri's father approached him and took his wet towel, wringing it dry, a symbolic gesture of wiping away the tears of grief that had wet the towel. At the time of cremation, Anguri's father moved near to him and took his wet towel and dried it by wringing. Here we can see a symbolic gesture. Anguri's father was wiping away the tears that had wet the towel. The towel was wet with the tears. The tears were of grief. Anguri's father was wiping away all those grief from that wet towel. There never was a man, though, who cried enough to wet a yard and a half of calico. The towel was wet that much, and yard and half of calico. Calico means a printed cotton cloth. It was full of wet. It had got wet only after Prabhati's bath. Reality was the towel was wet only because of that bath, not of tears. The simple act of drying the tear-stained towel on the part of a person with a newborn daughter was as much as to say, I give you my daughter to take the place of the one who died. Don't cry anymore. I have even dried your wet towel. Because of that simple act, Anguri's father added something to say. What was that? He says that he is ready to give his daughter to take the place of the one who died. He is ready to give his daughter in the place of the died wife of Prabhati. That means he is going to marry Anguri to Prabhati. Again he tells him that no need to cry anymore. I have even dried your wet towel. No need to be worried, no need to cry. Your wife place is going to be filled by daughter. The Anguri's father is already dried his wet towel. He is giving relief to Prabhati. I hope you understood about the author and the 2 paragraphs, and you got an overall idea of this chapter. This much is enough for today. Thank you.